Hi, I am Quinnyse Encounters, and welcome to the self-love experiment. I always wanted to do that kind of like a podcast, honestly. But seriously, welcome to the self-love experiment, a series on my channel that I am starting to fall back in love with myself. You're gonna see me talk a lot, you're gonna see me go out, you're gonna see me basically try to figure out things about my life because I am in my 20s, and let me tell you something they didn't tell me when going into my 20s. It's gonna be hard, it's gonna be difficult, and you're gonna realize so much about yourself that you low-key kind of didn't want to know. A few months ago, I started to believe and started to understand that I actually am worth something. I used to put all my worth into how people treated me, not into the way that I treated myself or into the way that I loved myself. I was put down by so many people who I thought were my friends, and I even thought were my family. And I would let it happen because I was so worried about being left alone and having to own up to not loving myself yet. But as my friends left me and the people I thought were my family left me, I started to look around and actually realize that the person I needed the most in my life to love me was me. Literally, I needed to love myself more than anyone has ever loved me before, because the person you're left with at the end of the day is going to be you. I realized I was growing, and I realized I needed to grow. And at first, I didn't want to grow because a lot of the people around me weren't growing. And once they saw that I was growing, they did not want to be my friends anymore. But I slowly realized that growing meant that I was changing, and I was changing into the person I actually wanted to become, and not the person that other people wanted me to become. So I had to start letting go. I started to let go of the trauma, and I'm still letting go of trauma, but I started to let go of the things that I thought made me worthy, the things that I thought were important to me, because I had to change my mindset and relearn so many things. I started to decide to go out more. I decided to start spending more time by myself and talking to you guys, the camera, and it made me realize so much of myself. So I started to get into self-love, but not the self-love that I actually needed, just the self-love that I saw online. The self-love of washing my face twice a day, the self-love of taking bubble baths, the face mask, the feet mask, the self-love that was more external than internal. I slowly started to realize that a lot of people don't say it, but self-love and self-care is completely different for each and every single person. You can't do what you see other people do and they say is self-love and self-care, because what you need, what your mind needs, what your body needs is going to be completely different than what another person needs. You need to start talking to yourself and understanding yourself more to understand what you need. And so I did. I started talking to myself. I started to understand myself more and realize what I needed. Now, I'm not going to say the self-love experiment series is perfect. I was very confused in the beginning. It was so hard for me to get past all the past stuff that happened to me and realize I can't move on until I move on. I had to realize that I can't wake up one day and it's all perfectly fine and I'm just living my best life. That's not how that works, sadly. I really wish it was. You're gonna see me go through so much in this self-love series. Honestly, the beginning of this is going to be so confusing because I was even confused on what I was doing, but I'm not going to take away those episodes because I do feel like those are, of course, a part of the self-love experiment. You're going to see me talk a lot because I talk a lot and I need to get my thoughts out, and I want you guys to hear it. I want this self-love experiment series to not only help me, because I know this is going to help me in the long run, but also help other young Black women, women of every color, everyone actually. It doesn't matter your gender or anything. I just want to help you guys see and understand that self-love is different for everyone. I want you to see yourself and be like, I deserve self-love. This person's doing it, why can't I do it, you know? This series isn't just for me. It's for the person who knows they don't love themselves but doesn't know where to start. There's gonna be so much in this series that I want to cut out, but I don't, because I know that is actually self-love, and I know it's real and it's true and it's blunt and it's honest, and I can't wait for you guys to join me on that journey. It's gonna be a lot. You guys are gonna see me cry, you guys are gonna see me laugh, you're gonna see me smile, you're gonna see me sad and depressed and learning so much, but it's all a part of a journey that I feel like I needed. And I want to thank you guys for even listening to this and clicking on this video. So I can't wait, and I'm so excited, and I'm so proud of myself for making this series. I'm so proud of you guys for clicking on this. But it's time for you guys to join me.